Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. We're continuing our Draft Day Sports 2024 series for our rebuild of the Minnesota Vikings. We are at episode 4. So where we left off, we just finished the draft. We kind of looked a little bit at the free agency. I said I was going to decide offline what to do with all these running backs and defensive tackles. I mean, the way the drafts usually work, they're often going to be lopsided at one position. And defensive tackle, most teams aren't going to pick a tight end and a defensive tackle first and second round in the draft. I think that's a problem. The default draft classes in this game are somewhat lacking. And if you're in a sim league, or at least most of them, they're going to put together custom draft classes. There are people who know a lot more than I do about putting draft classes, and there are tools to do it and balance the positions out and all that. They're just going to suck, especially since, they're being generated completely randomly. I'm not exporting them from the college game at all. Anyway, long story short, I looked at a few things off camera, off screen, offline, whatever you want to put it, and I've come to a few decisions. So first, let's talk defensive tackle. We had a lot of defensive tackles. I think we took one, maybe two in the draft. I don't remember. So I made one decision. I took Claudio Willis and moved him from defensive tackle to defensive end. This is a guy we drafted. I figure I look at him and I see, well, 312. I mean, it's a little big for defensive end, but look, he's got speed, and so I can switch him over. This guy, I'm just looking at this guy, Harrison Phillips. I might switch him to defensive tackle because I don't think we really need defensive tackles. Yeah, I mean. 86. Yeah, we got two 86s already. We got this guy, Leslie Hilliard. May have put him on the trade block. That's another thing I kind of did offline, which I'm about to show you. Don't know if I did that for Hilliard or not. Yeah, why not? I mean, he's 63 overall. That's the thing. We're not going to get much for him. I mean, the CPU when it comes to trades is pretty dumb, but it's not that dumb. Although he's a little bit, he's over. We don't really need. I'm just thinking in terms of salaries here, because I mean he's not making that much. I don't know. I don't know. This just occurred to me just now. Should we try to put Tonga up? 2.1 million. We could get something for him. And yeah, he's our second best, but I mean, if you look at strength and tackling, it's not that much worse down here, and we'll save some money. So you know what? Okay, let's add him to the trade block. So that was the other thing I did. I went in and updated the trade block, and we're going to try to do some trading before we finish with the free agency. I don't know if we'll do that as a separate video or not. So this is a pretty big trade block. Okay, so the thing about the trade block in this game, and I've played almost entirely online sim leagues up to this point, and we do our trading, at least the agreements to trade are done through Discord. I don't think I've done a whole lot of in-game trading, like the actual bargaining part of it. So these are not top-of-the-line players, but they have about $7.2 million in cap space combined, and that was before I put Roy in there, so it's actually going to be about $8.3 million now, 8.4. So I also looked at the situation with who we need to pick up still. We don't have a lot of cap room. I mean, in fact, we're 1.1 million over. So we don't have a whole lot of options. So who do we really need to pick up still? Well, I mean, we could still use a defensive end, and we could still use some depth at wide receiver. So the way trading works here, you just have to kind of go through the trade blocks of other teams. I mean, this is the quickest way I know to do it. And if you have any comments, please let me know. Like I said, I play almost entirely sim leagues, and we don't do trading in game. I mean, well, the trades are executed in game, but I mean they're agreed to just by talking to human beings, which we're not doing here. Carolina's $22 million over the cap. I'm kind of focusing on defensive end and wide receiver, just seeing, I wish there was a way, maybe in future versions, devs, if you're watching this, to kind of do a matching system where you can just where the CPU will actually propose trades. I've never seen the CPU opponent propose a trade, but then again, I don't I don't play that way generally. I haven't seen any wide receivers yet, unless I'm missing someone. I've been paying close attention here, because I'll tell you, you know, in terms of who we need, I think our roster generally is okay. There are some positions we're lacking, but we're not going to plug all the holes. And we're also limited with cap space. Well, Green Bay's really limited with cap space. I don't know how many players they have, but a lot of teams have it worse than us. Well, remember, because we lowered the salary cap, there's going to be a lot of teams that are over. And I suspect by the time we get to the regular season, there's going to be a lot of cuts, and we'll be able to pick up some players. If we can clear out cap space now with trades. I just saw a wide receiver there. Houston Texans, Cecil Leonard. Let's take a look at this guy here. Houston. All right. Oh, speed is terrible. I don't know. 64 overall. Well, it's not like we have that much to offer anyway, but I mean, we're going to pass, I think. Indeed. See, I wish we could just search all the teams and not have to go through these one by one. If you know of a better way to do this, let me know in the comments. But, let's see. As I said, well, I don't need to explain it a third time. Don't do this in game very often. Just seeing if anyone kind of... I have kind of an image in my mind of what we need or what we want, who we want. I'm just seeing if anyone strikes my fancy here. So far, no one is... I think we're pretty good at running back, actually. No. Well, let's move on. If I truly can't find anyone, these are individually, they're not making huge amounts of money, so the cut penalty is not going to be enormous. I would just rather avoid it if I can. Every little bit helps when you're as cap tight as we are. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. Who we can make a trade with Pittsburgh? Well, let's see who they got first. Okay. All right, speed, hands. Not bad. He's a little expensive. That's my only. This looks a little expensive for the ratings. I don't know. This guy's not great. Only 67 overall. Remember I told you about what I told you about overall. Speed and hand are not terrible. I'm going to have to remind myself of exactly who we have and where. I think we are okay at starter. We're really looking for depth. That's my recollection. But I think our depth is better than this. Let's go back to the other guy, Boykin. No, I mean, look, I think we could do a lot worse here. Let's see what we can do here. He's overall 75. Let's go ahead and see if we can bring Boykin into Valhalla, as we might say. 3.2 million. Now, what can we offer? Well, who do the Steelers need? It doesn't appear... Oh, they do have defensive tackles. Oh, they're actually not too bad. I'm trying to see if I have a position they could use. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Jay Ward is 75. We have extras at strong safety. That's just how it is. And he's better than anyone they have. So I'm going to pick Jay Ward on our side. How much is he making? Okay, well, it'll balance the salary cap out thing out a little bit. I mean, so let's put Jay Ward on here. No. Is this about an equal trade? 75. I think it looks to me like a roughly equal trade. Let's see what they say. Should we try to get a little bit greedy here? Why not? They'll probably reject it, but that's okay. Pittsburgh Steelers are looking for a lot more. Well, are they looking for a lot more, or are they looking to give a lot less? Let's take the draft pick out. See, there you go. It's deceiving sometimes, but okay. Look, we got a successful trade here. All right. I don't know if I've seen defensive ends at Drake Jackson. I don't think he's going to be better than anyone we have, although his speed is very good. 69 overall. Well, I don't think I'm going to have to give much for him. What's his salary again? 1.5 million. It's pretty steep for a 69 overall. But I don't want to prolong this too much either. What do the 49ers need? Um, Defensive tackle. Oh, they're set at defensive tackle. Do they need a running back by any chance? No way. They are stacked at running back. Now that doesn't mean we can't try to offer one. Um, by all means, let's just move on for now. See who else. We're almost at the end here. Golston, he's pretty good. Well, maybe not. I don't think he's going to be really worth it. I'm not sure the 49ers guy's going to be worth it either. I mean, we're honest here. Tennessee and Washington. Casey Toohill and James Smith Williams. Okay, I mean, this guy will serve. Tackling's not great. Hands are not bad. 41 is not bad for a defensive lineman. He's got good position skill. Strength is not great, but speed is. I think he's someone we could bring on board. Only 876,000, 76 overall. All right, I'm going to add him. I'm going to try to bring him in. Now, let's see. What can we offer in return? Let's get him in here first. All right, I'd rather not offer draft. Well, actually, given how poorly we've drafted, I wonder if we. But I want. We really do want to get unload players too. Let's see. This guy's 76 overall. Maybe we can give a couple of lower players. I'm just thinking there. So overall 73. They need a running back? Not really. They need a defensive tackle? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they really if the CP really makes that calculation. They've got. Oh well, they do. But what about tackles? Offensive tackles. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can maybe give them a package here. Let's go to Kiki. I have a feeling I'm going to need to offer them more than this, and to be quite frank, I want to. I want to kind of get them. Can I find someone who's making too much for a very low? Well, I'm not going to do this just to dump players. I could be in here all. Jacqueline Roy. We don't need this guy. I mean, I'm going to throw him in. Let's go ahead and throw him in. So we're actually offering 2 players now for 1. Let's see if we can get a draft pick out of this. 3rd round. Let's see what happens here. A lot more than what you're offering. Well, what if I change this to a 4th? If I took the draft pick out, I'm afraid that's lopsided in their direction. Honestly, if we do that, I mean the trade is pretty even when you think about it. 76 overall, 73. Okay, our guy's a little less, but we're offering 2 players, I think, aren't we? Yeah, I mean we're offering a 69. Now, okay. I said overall is overrated, and I stand by that. But the CPU AI doesn't know that. It really looks primarily at overall. That's just the way it does things. I mean, I'm offering 2 for 1, so yeah. I mean, I'm hesitant to throw in one of our draft picks. Maybe I can throw in a low one, like a 5th. Let's see what they do. I'm not going to miss the 5th too much. Okay, see, there you go. I might have given a little too much there. But okay, so I think that's enough trading for now. We may be able to skip the rest of free agency. I don't know. I mean, we've gone up or down a little bit, I guess you could say, negative in cap space. Let's see. Let's take a look at our new wide receiver room and defensive end room. Let's see. So wide receiver now. This is the guy we added. Yeah. I mean, I think, maybe he's 4th fastest and 5th best hands. I mean, we did say depth. I wonder if we're paying too much for him, though. There are guys we're just going to have to cut. I mean, we don't need 7 wide receivers either. Maybe we cut someone like Lewis. Cutting Lewis would bring us pretty much to the cap. How many players do we have? We have 55 players, so we're 2 over however many we need. Let's go to free agency. I think we're probably not going to do much more in free agency at this point. I think we're probably going to make trading, and we're going to make free agency the end of this video or the end of this episode. Let's see. Let's take a look. I mean, there's always places we can upgrade, but you know what? You get to the point in free agency sometimes where it's like, okay, yes, I can sign these players, but are they really going to be an improvement? Doug Sears. We got this guy, but he's better. I mean, 4.1 million. This guy will be cheaper, and he's a better run blocker. I think 66 versus what? 58. 65, and this guy's strength is 80. You know what? My squeaky chair here. You know what? I think we were down this road already in the first spot. I'm pretty sure. But you know what? I am going to go ahead. I don't think anyone else is betting. Well, we start over in free agency. You know, I think we can make an upgrade here for a slightly lower price. We can make an upgrade here, slightly lower price. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mean, fullbacks are kind of weird in this game. Because fullbacks, you know, let's face it, it's a dying position in the NFL, unfortunately. I love the fullbacks. But there seemed to be kind of an abundance of them in this game. But 66 run blocking, I can't turn that down. So, he's a power runner too. All right, I'll take a chance at giving him a lower contract, though. He's 23. If he wants heavily backloaded, I'm not going to complain. I mean, we'll be able to cut the guy we have now, or maybe even trade him. Rotational. Oh, he's going to be a starter. You're going to be a starter, my friend. You're going to be the only fullback on the team. He's hoping to find a new team, and well, you know, we'll give him that. I think let's even, you know what? Let's try for more. Let's try for 3 years is good. I'm not going to bother with bonuses. I think you know, if we get this guy, there's someone else we can cut. Let's see what else. I mean, I looked at our roster again before making the video. The two positions I wrote down are defensive end and wide receiver. We kind of took care of those with the trade. Let's just see if there's anyone else. I mean, we're kind of skint for cap space here, as they would say across the pond. But let's take one more look. I'm tempted to just run the free agency forward right now. Why isn't this going? Hello? Oh, there you go. It's not very responsive. I don't really see any up. Well, okay. Yeah, but 56 hands. I think we've been down this road already. None of these are really going to be 4.6 million. None of these are really going to be upgrades. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I think that, you know, there's not much more we could go. Let's go ahead and run current day and see what happens. Oh, that's our old one. Those were the previous free agency. Oh, it looks like we... Let's see. And that's the other thing about fullbacks. If you're in a league with other human beings, fullbacks are not desirable. The AI considers fullbacks not that important, but certainly, you know, they're not looked down upon like they are in real life and maybe by human owners. All right. I don't think there's much point belaboring the wide receiver issue anymore. And I really don't think I mean, if we can find... I'll tell you, if we can find someone who's a really, really, really good tackler, or in this case, a good speed rusher, you know, we could put depth charts together for special situations. Robert Brandt, I mean, he's not going to cost much. But he better have more... Speed is good, but he better have more than that. Hands, I guess, are not bad by defensive lineman standards. I just don't know if this is worth it. Let's go to a couple other positions here that we maybe not have thought of. Linebacker. I'm in a sim league where I made a last minute linebacker signing because he was crap for speed, but he was such a good tackler that I was about to say, there's no way this guy's going for 800K. Okay, let's see here. Tackling. We'd have to bring that price down. We're looking for kind of niche players at this point. Now, this guy, 500,000 to 600,000. Good tackling. good speed. Why? Well, see, he's only 57 overall. And why is he 57 overall? Because of strength. Well, that's not going to do. I mean, we can look for a coverage backer, but well, let's see. Christian Harris. He's going to be too pricey anyway. Nick Bonito, 65. Well, let's sort by strength. Or even by intelligence. I mean, we could do that too. Milton Wiggins, not a good tackler. 70 strength, 63 tackler. Dennis Gardick. I just don't think he's really much. He may not be much of an upgrade to what we already have. We already have strong, good tacklers. Okay, now forget about it. Let's just run another day. Nope. Should I just run the rest of the days? I'm tempted to. How long is this video? 25 minutes. Because I'm really not sure what else to do free agent wise. I mean, what else can we? I mean, maybe there's some niche players we can find. I don't know. Let's see if we can find some real intelligent defensive players here. Oh, there's another thing I want to try, but let's look for intelligence first. Deshaun Gibson, he's going to be expensive. You always want to have. You can never have enough smart players. You'll see when we set up our strategies that you want someone to wear the player radio, and that's often overlooked. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone here really. Alex Anzalone, I should sign him for the name alone. Agility, 71, 70. Well, yes, you know what? They're not going to fit under our cap. I mean, yeah, sure, I could sign them and make some other moves to free up cap space, but I'm just not sure it's worth it. I'm going to look at one more thing, and then I think I'm going to just sim the rest of free agency, because this is important too. You want to develop players, right? I'm going to go back to all positions, and I'm going to go to personality, and I'm going to go to work ethic. And actually, let's also filter age here. Let's go 24. This would be better. Oh, yeah, we are done with the draft. Let's go 24 and under. So they're not going to be real expensive, but really good work ethic. Let's see if we can find, because work ethic means they're going to improve quickly. And so if they're not great stats-wise, that's, they got time to learn. Okay, so let's see. Ryan Ocasio. This guy's a return specialist. David Perkins. Let's take a look at him. Has he got a return specialist? Wow. He's a return specialist with 54 speed. Agility's good, I guess, but oh my god. Some of this just doesn't make sense to me. Now, I mean, that could mean that his speed is underrated here. That is, like, his real, quote-unquote, real speed might be 64. He's got a nice pentagon for a personality. He's got a pentagon personality. Yeah, I'm going to pass. I'm going to resist the urge to hit that edit button, too. Let's see. Armando Bourne. Armando Bourne. Driven workaholic. Okay, see, there you go. That's good. Not great tackling. The speed is not good for a linebacker. I mean, he'll improve, but he may be deficient in too many categories to make it worth it. 54. I don't know. Why do they even put 50 overall players in? They're not gonna get signed, and they're gonna retire. Let's actually go back. Now that we've sorted by work ethic, let's go back to ratings, because I'm shooting in the dark here. Brian Wolf. I mean, look, you're going to get all sorts of variety as to overall. I still wouldn't take someone below mid-60s. Let's look at this guy. Oh, wait, I had someone in there. Hyatt. Edwin Hyatt. Okay, well, yeah, he's pretty terrible. I mean, agility is good, but let's see. Marcus Graham. Speed. Tackling. Not all that bad. The strength needs work. What's he asking for? What's his intelligence? Not great. Well, you know what? William Ponder. Oh, God, his intelligence. Horrible. Look, this guy's going to be a developmental prospect. Oh wait, no, that's not the right guy. Oh yes, it is. Oh, it's Ponder. Yeah, okay. No, was it Graham? Graham's what we were talking about. He's got good speed too. All right, you know what? With 98 work ethic and good speed and I think we can bring him up. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to pay 900, but let's see if we can get him for. We don't have a whole lot of space. Probably shouldn't be doing this because we got cap space things here, but I'm going to try for 700,000. It's a reach. He's probably not going to take it, but whatever. If he does, hey, we made out pretty well. We got a decent prospect for 700K. All right, run current day. Enough of that. Still, no friggin' takers. I don't think we've been outbid. I doubt that. Leading offer? Leading offer. Should I up it a little bit? 4.1 is what the current guy is making, and we actually, it would be a $1.5 million savings as is. I don't really want to pay $4 million for a running back, for a fullback, but I mean, we're paying 4.1 now. What if I did backloaded? 3.4. Now, I mean, he is good. It's a little pricey for a fullback, but I you know what? Let's just go. We're going to do that. And what stage are we at? We're already at 9, so ingrates. What the heck? I mean, I'm not upping it any further. We're gonna take our lumps if run current day. I'm done. And now we're training camps. Okay. This is kind of major suckitude here. Let's take a look at the free agents. I mean, you can usually pick up cheap free agents at this point, but let's take. I'm curious. Like, if we wanted to just sign this guy now, 3.2 million. Oh, well, you know what? That's not bad actually, because hey, the guy we have right now is 4.1, and he's better. I forgot what we offered him. It wasn't 3.2. I can tell you that. 66 run block versus, what was our guy, 58? 70 intelligence. I mean, it's hard to pass up. 87 overall. Well, okay, yeah, look, we're going to do this. And then, let's see if we can trade the other guy. Squeaky chair, I know. Okay, let's see if we can trade. We're at half hour. Okay, what should we do here? Let's see if we can trade the other guy. And then we'll do training camps, because that doesn't take long. And then next video, we'll see the results of the training camp. How about we do that? Okay. Well, let's go to the trade. Oh, wait, no, we need to go. Oh, no, we don't need to put on the trade block necessarily. Trade block is only for, players if the CPU is going to make a trade offer. So Maurice Toller. Let's see if we can get away with, because if we have to cut him, it's going to kind of even out in the wash with the cut penalty, right? Because it's 20%. It's going to work out about even. So let's see if we can unload. Who needs a fullback? I think we just let's try to pick up a draft pick at this point. See if someone needs. Atlanta doesn't have one at all. I don't think. Well, look, Falcons, you're alphabetical. Doesn't say what their needs are. Let's go ahead and offer to them. Okay. What should we ask for in return? I don't think they have any players who can really benefit us, and we're doing this for cap space. So we're going to try to get a draft pick. Let's see if they're willing to give up a third for him. Maybe a reach. Fourth, and how about a fourth and a fourth next year? No, that's not next year. That's 2029. I don't really want to do future picks. They don't really have anyone we're interested in. Let's go ahead and it'll be worth it to kind of get him off the team. All right, look. Do we need to offer a pick? Because we already traded our. What if we trade? We throw in our sixth. I'm being too generous at this point. But to be honest, we get him off. We unload that $4.1 million salary. So maybe we take a little bit of a lopsided thing here. Oh, my God. Oh, okay. Close. 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 Close, close, close. What should we do? What if we did fifth but took away our pick? I'm really reaching here. A lot. Is it even worth it? Let's go to another team. I'm sorry. You're going to play hard bargain here. Let's try Baltimore. See if we have any more luck there. Although I don't think that the logic is going to be much different. If I'm really honest here. Oh, see, okay. Now this is close with just the fourth. That's better than we got with Atlanta. All right. Let's offer our fifth in 2028. Just to add a little bit to it. Boom. Nice doing business with you. Okay. We may have gotten a little bit of the short end in that, but salary cap and all that, I'll live with it. Okay. Which brings our cap status to 1.13 million. How many players just till we get a count here? 55. Okay, we can make a couple of cuts to get under the cap. I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. Numbers wise, I think we've got too many wide receivers. But I'm done trading for now. We may just cut some of them, cut a couple of them to get ourselves under cap, and maybe we'll be able to get someone. Cut someone to get on the cap, and maybe we'll be able to get someone in another position. Is what I was about to say. Okay. All right. Last thing we're going to do is set up training camp. That's a quick thing to do, so I think we'll just get that over with. Now, with training camps, what I do here, I'm not going to go through all the rules of training camps, but generally, 25 is the max. 22 is generally considered safe. So we're going to positional drills, athletic training, game tape. Let's do the default schedule. You know what? I'm going to take a risk and go with a 23-point schedule. I want positional skills, athletic, and physical. Game tape is not the most important thing for non-quarterbacks, but you know what? I will actually... Let's assign everyone to the default schedule, with some exceptions. Now, what I usually do here is I have some position schedules. So I'm gonna make a schedule for the quarterbacks where we're gonna go a little higher on game tape, not so much interested in the physical, but we still want high position. What is this, 10? Well, this is 22. All right, I think we'll go there. Before I forget, we had someone change positions. So whenever you do that, their position skill is not going to be great at the new position. So position change. I'm going to make that schedule name here. And we want to be kind of moderate on game tape. But really the thing is position skills. I want them to learn their new position. This is 23. Maybe we don't necessarily need 6 on game tape. Okay, yeah, I'll drop this one. We'll do that. Now, who do we assign to this? Well, people who are low skill. I mean, Claudio Willis, we just changed his position. That's why I said position change. It's not. I mean, he's the only one we changed positions with, but there's a few here who don't have very good position skill. So I think we're going to go ahead and Terrence Brown, kicker. Well, I mean, there's not much for a kicker to work on other than position, I suppose. What else do kickers work on? Really? All he did. Physical training. Okay. Let's assign position change to these guys. And there's one more custom schedule I'm going to create here, and that is for linemen. I like as John Madden would say, the big hog mollies. Has to be physical. I'm gonna de-stress game tape a little bit. I want to knock the physical training up. We're at exactly 22. Positional drills is always important in training camp, so maybe we'll just put this to 7. Okay. Now we're going to assign this basically to, and endurance is a big thing too. I mean, for defensive tackles especially. I'm just going to go ahead and give this to all my linemen. What I was going to say is, I've mentioned this several times. I don't go through things in the detail here that I would go through in a normal sim league. I mean, I am the biggest control freak. I'm the biggest waffler. In case you haven't noticed from some of the other videos, just want to point that out. So, I think this is going to be quite serviceable. Let's do player focus. I don't usually give this one a whole lot of thought, I have to admit. Well, I think Martell, our quarterback, right? Or maybe I should do offensive coordinator focus. Why is he not here? Why is my quarterback not here? Oh, here he is. No, but that's the wrong one. Martell. Okay. Defensive focus. Let's find a young player who. Dean Peter. He's one of our draftees. I'm thinking maybe we should give it to one of the position change people. Claudio Willis. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And, I forgot one thing. That is the workaholic schedule. I know, this is a long video. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to cram too much in here. I'm going to go back to the roster for a moment because you've got to look for workaholic traits. We're going to go to personality here. And we're just going to look for workout fanatic. We have only one that I see here. James Lynch. I'm going to make a note here. That's for the traits. Now, let's also look for workaholics. William Martell. Oh, see, Martell, okay. This means that I can probably give him a little bit more than 22 or 23. I don't know what stubborn workaholic is, but he's a workaholic. That's important. Competitive workaholic, Miles Boykin. Oh, he's one of the guys we traded for, isn't he? I didn't even look for that. I got a lucky there. Okay. There's only those 3. I think we'll take a chance with the quarterback training to go high in terms of points. I think we can take that chance. We still got preseason. I mean, yeah, it's on 20. He can handle. He could probably handle 24. I don't know if Hooley could, but I'm gonna punch this up to 8. What is he in? Oh, he's 71. Maybe I should put some athletic training in. 5 will be enough. Oh my God! Dare I go? It's already got 78 intelligence, which is not bad. Let's go 7 positional drills. The other guys, James Lynch and Boykin, I'm going to make one more schedule here, and that's going to be the workaholic schedule. This is going to be temporary. I'm going to take this off after training camp. But I'm going to make this a 24-point schedule. It's going to be general. The default schedule is 6-6-6-5. Game tape is 5. Everything else is 6. But I'm going to assign 2 more. Well, no, it's already 23, so I can only assign 1 more here. I could go up to 25, but that's pushing it. Let's go to positional drills. I think it's look, the advice you're going to get is that you're risking injuries once you go above 22, and that's true. But a couple things to keep in mind. The injuries that you usually see from these are fatigue injuries. They're not generally they're generally minor. We've got the preseason still, and I think these are players who can handle it. I'm of the mind that you can give them a 23 or a 24 for a week or 2. You just don't want to do it for too long, because then they'll start complaining. They'll start getting injured. But I like to be aggressive with training schedules. You'll get people who say don't go over 22, and that's a good rule of thumb. But I think they can handle. So there's only 2 we're going to give this to: Lynch and Boykin. There's yours, and Lynch Lynch. All right. That's good. All right, so that's going to end the video. I'm going to run the training camps, and then we'll examine the results of the training next time. So we're going to go advance. Do you want to complete training camps? Yes. And what's it going to show us? Probably the... it's going to show us our results. Well, we got some people losing. Yeah. They're older players, so that's not too... who've already been on our team. But this is good. See, this guy... See, you give your quarterback, you push them a little bit, and they learn. He's not our starter, though. Martell is. He only got 3 points. Well, we'll go into the details of this next time. We made this long enough. Thanks for watching. We're going to continue this next time. We're going to review the training camp results, and then we're going to go into building the depth chart and playbooks. I'm not going to do playbooks in a whole lot of detail here, but I'll just kind of scratch the surface, and maybe we'll get in a preseason game next time as well. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, the usual stuff. Please ask questions, give comments in the comment section. You have any questions, you have any comments, any criticisms, anything I could do better. We can always learn from each other, right? Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.